Hey everyone, it's Nightlight9, and in this video, we're going to go through the new updates, the co-op battles. I'm going to touch on a bunch of things. I'm going to do it relatively quickly because today is Christmas, and by the way, Merry Christmas to everyone watching. So, just wanted to give my thoughts on a few things for both new players and veteran players when it comes to the summon battles. So here we can see, starting today, or well, technically last night, December 24th, we have the new summon period where we're going to be able to fight every single one of the summons for a limited period of time. So Ifrit is from the 24th to the 28th, Shiva 28th to the 1st, Ramu from the 1st to the 4th, and then Bahamut for the entire time all the way up to the 4th. Now, what I think is really important about this that I want to mention is that if you were a new player, I would absolutely prioritize farming the lesser summons over Bahamut. So that means if you have, I would focus on unlocking Ifrit. If you haven't, I've got a guide for that. Next, I would focus on unlocking Shiva. If you don't, again, I have a guide for that. And the same with Ramu. Unlock those and then farm as many of those shards as you can. One, you should be trying to get the weapons that they offer. For example, here, you can get the Ifrit sword. I would focus on getting that OB10 if you're a new player and you don't have it. Also, getting enough Ifrit memories to be able to max out all of his nodes. That is important because these summons are used in literally every single fight. And most of these have actually two different weapons that you can get. So you'll notice Inferno Grave for Glenn is also available for the Ifrit fight. Again, if I was a new player, if I did not have these weapons OB10, if I did not have all of my Ifrit nodes maxed, I would be focusing on that before I'd be focusing on Bahamut. Why? Well, I just think it's going to be more useful. I think it's going to be easier and quicker and a better use of your time and stamina, But one thing to also point out, even if you're a veteran player, obviously, grind this and as much as you can. However, with only 3 days, don't sleep on things like Ifrit, and I'll tell you why. If you go back to home, go to missions, you will notice there is a campaign for the Ifrit co-op. Clear it 10 times, 500 crystals. Now, if you think about it, if they do that for each one of them, that's 1,500 crystals. And I'll be honest with you, I almost missed this because I was thinking, well, I've already cleared this. I have no need to do any of these runs. But I'll be honest with you, I'll probably run it 10 times just for 500 crystals. That's worth it to me. And it might be worth it to you as well. So wanted to put that out there for the older players, the newer players, everybody. I think it is good to be doing this stuff to clear it out, especially for newer players. Veteran players, obviously it's good to help the new players and also get yourselves some free crystals. But for the new players, they're way more valuable than doing Bahamut right now, in my opinion. So that's what I would do. The only other thing I wanted to touch on real briefly here is they've added a ton of paid draws and special draws and all kinds of stuff. But this is the actual new banner. I'll be honest, it's like one of those things they've dressed it up to seem like it's kind of cool. Like, oh, look at all this. There's wish list, blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing they do when they only release one weapon on a banner. And they try to make it feel like it's cool because, hey, there's a better chance of your wish list items showing up. At the end of the day, the wish list is great, but to me, there's just no reason to be spending your hard-earned crystals pulling on a banner that features literally nothing. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. I think it's lazy. There's nothing featured. There's no costume. There's nothing. There's just no point. You're going to be able to put this stuff on a wish list anyway. And the whole point of the wish list really is so that when you're summoning on a banner, even when you don't hit it, but you hit something 5-star, hopefully it's one of these other items or weapons that you're working on. But just this, I don't know. If you're a whale, go for it. If you're a dolphin, sure, I guess. But if you're light spender, free to play, I would avoid this. So that's my 2 cents. That's everything I really wanted to cover. The only other thing I wanted to say is I know I haven't put out a lot of videos lately. Frankly, we're just kind of in this holding pattern in the game where there's not a whole lot of interesting things happening. And I'm really excited for that to kind of pick up with the new year. But I haven't forgotten about you guys. I'm just kind of waiting until there's something worthwhile to make content over. And also looking for some other games, which if you have some suggestions, feel free to drop those in the comment, because I am exploring other games. I'd like to add one to, the portfolio, so to speak. Subscribe for future content if you're not already. I appreciate all of your support. And as always, thanks for watching.